in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The screen, he's got wheels. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
The Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Turns it on in midfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Seminoles are flying down the field. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires one high and deep. He caught it. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this ain't good for the offense. When you get down close to the goal line, you don't want to be going backwards. They can't sustain more negative plays.
Man, what a huge play from this defense. Everything looked bleak. Now they've completely flipped this situation around, put the offense a little bit behind the 8 ball.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. It's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Finds the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a front.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit.
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The screen, he can go. Open space at the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out! Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Breaks into the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This time on target. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Notre Dame right back to the line. The offense changing the play. Now from inside the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Irish!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to UCF. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. To the air, it's Daniels. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game. Gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Hoffman. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Well, not a lot the defense could do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. He lost it high, playing deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Young. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Rushes on him. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And they find the big play wide receiver again. This guy has been featured early, and it looks like it's going to be often. Already over 100 yards, still in the second quarter. He is having himself a day.
Powers through.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. To the air, it's Daniels. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll give it to the back. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the... And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense defines and stands on the result of the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Toss to the outside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. They don't believe their kicker can roll double nickels with that 55-yarder, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowling up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. There he goes to the right. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, bro.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 14 to Wake Forest. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Murphy. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Touchdown, no! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Works the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking for room. It's Gibson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is all.
There he goes. ground. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Finds us back in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw for it. Running through contact. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for a crease, it's Gibson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. A run for the quarterback. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Noles want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Under fire. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Here come the Irish back on offense. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Is incomplete. It's now third down.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Motion from the wideout. On third down, going up top. Slide, and the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last two drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They go to the wide receiver screen, finding an escape route. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield. It's Little. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
Third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. Got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to go up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th? On 4th down, trying to find his man.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
To the air, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
All right, and now you're down to your last chance. Listen, you practice this every single week. You do it at the end, and you put together your package where you're going to put big guys in the game, and you're going to throw the ball up in the air and try to give them a chance to make a big play because you got to have a touchdown in this next snap.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.